guys, Chris here, and you're watching Here We Are Running. And today I'm off to see how fast I can run 10k. Now, if you watched last week's vlog, you'll have heard me mention that I'm going to do and train for a 10k time trial at the end of the year. But before we sort of set out that training, I want to see how fast I am at the moment without any 10k specific training, just going on my general fitness that I've got at the moment, so that then I can gear my training plan specifically to get the speed that I want to do to hopefully get a sub 43 minutes 10k at the end of the year. So I'm not expecting it to be that fast at the moment, but I am hoping that I'll still retain some of that speed and can get a reasonably good time today. Okay, well, we've come to Kenli Aerodrome, which, if you've seen one of my previous videos, did a 1 mile time trial here. It is a flat course. It's a loop of around 2.5 kilometers. So I'll have 4 of them to do. And yeah, flat, tarmac. There's just a gentle breeze today, so ideal weather conditions really. We're gonna get on with it, see how we do. So I did 10k today in 43 minutes and 50 seconds. Now my official PB from a year ago, when I ran it in a race at Battersea Park, which again is another flat loop type course, that was 43 minutes and 38 seconds. So only 18 seconds slower than my official PB at the 10k distance. I have run faster than that on the treadmill. I was in the sort of low 43 minutes once on the treadmill, but I don't really count that in terms of a PB. So I'm going with the Battersea Park one of 43 minutes and 38 seconds. So as I say, 18 seconds slower today. So that's given me a lot of confidence. I'm glad it was below the 44 minute mark today. And as I say, I want to try during this training block up to the end of the year, I want to go below 43 minutes. So I've got to knock 51 seconds off or more to achieve that. So we'll see over the next 5.5 weeks, because it is 5.5 weeks until the end of the year. I am planning to do that time trial right at the end of the year on the 31st of December. We see how we go across the training block. Now, a little bit I will say about the 10K today. First 3K probably went off a bit too fast. I was sticking really there to 43-minute pace for the first 3K, but I felt it after that, and the middle section, the pace dropped. For the next sort of 5K, you can see there the pace did drop down a bit, which it really had to be honest, but I did manage to pick it up again for the final couple of kilometres to go under the 44-minute mark. So as I say, got to be happy with that. And my legs felt fine throughout. It wasn't the legs that were the limiting factor, it was my aerobic fitness, my cardiovascular fitness. That was the thing that was really the sort of the bottleneck, if you like, the thing that was preventing me from going faster. And when I look at the heart rate data, the majority from sort of the 2nd kilometre onwards was in heart rate zone 5. So that's quite high. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to get into zone 5 during it, but not as early as it did. Which is probably why I felt the way I did and why that was the limiting factor. In terms of the shoes I wore today, didn't go with my New Balance Fuel Cell Prisms, which I tend to run for my faster runs in. I decided to go with my newest shoes, which are the Brooks Adrenaline GTS 21s. They've been newly released here in the UK, so I've been trying to get a few runs in them at different sort of distances and different speeds, so that I can do a proper review on those in the coming days and weeks. So yeah, got on well with them, but they're obviously not really intended to be a faster day shoe. So again, you know, the fact I ran that quick in them has got to be a good thing. Now, looking at the training block that's coming up, as I say, 5.5 weeks, taking us to the end of the year. Normally, when I do these videos and these sort of little training series, I'll put up on the screen my training plan, and normally it completely changes because I'm very flexible in the way I approach my training. I set some principles, and those are the principles I tend to stick to, but the actual what I do on each day and how I go through the weeks, that varies. So I've decided this time, as we go through each episode, I'm going to show you the upcoming week's training, the intended training for the upcoming week, and then recap on the week just gone. Well, there's no week to recap on. The week coming up, I will put up on the screen now. And as you can see, the principles that I'm aiming for in the training block is to do a 5 or 6 run week. So often just the one rest day, to do at least 2 workouts, no, not at least, to do 2 workouts during the week. Now that could be 1 workout and 1 faster paced run, or it could be purely 2 workouts. There's some of the workouts I expect to be on Zwift, because as you know, if you're a regular on the channel, I do like to do some of my running on Zwift. And at the moment, we're just about sort of completing the Zwift Run Academy. So I've got a couple of workouts over the next few weeks on that to do. So that's the 2 of the principles. And the other principle really is to sort of build up distance and build up speed as we go through the training block. So you can see what next week's training is going to look like. And notable thing there is the Zwift workout, which I intend to run on Tuesday evening. What else have we got? Let's just have a look. We've got, as you can see, quite a few easy runs in there of varying distances. A progression run on the Friday. And I do like my progression runs. I haven't done a lot of them recently, so I wanted to slot one of those in early on in the plan. And then Sunday is going to be a bit of a special day, because you've probably heard me mention this a few times now. I am doing a chaser race. It's against Chris, that running guy. Again, if you haven't already checked out his channel, go and do so. I will put some links somewhere so that you can get there easily. And he reached 3,000 subscribers recently. I've reached 3,000 subscribers actually today as I'm filming this. So we've got there, and that means the race is on. It's a 3K chaser race for us both, celebrating reaching 3,000 subscribers. The way it's going to work, we're going to go back to Kenli Aerodrome where I was today, and we are going to, we've put our recent race times in, or PB times at 5K, into a race predictor and asked it to predict based on those PBs what our 3K time should be. And the difference between our two 3K times is the head start that I am going to get in that race. I think it's it might be wrong here, but I'm thinking it's around a minute. And so I will set off, he'll be waiting on the start line, he'll then set off, and then he'll be trying to catch me up and pass me before I reach the 3K distance. And whoever gets to the 3K distance first and that's in the lead is the winner. So that's the way it's going to work. Should be really interesting. We're going to try and film it so that we get to see the best of the chase, but we don't have any external film crew for that one because we are in lockdown at the moment, and we will be in lockdown next weekend. So you are only allowed, in England, you are only allowed to meet up with one other person to do your exercise. So that is what's happening next Sunday. I do hope you'll all be watching that video when that's released, probably on the Monday morning, next Monday morning. Really looking forward to that, and I just want to thank you all for being one of those first 3,000 subscribers. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say today, other than the normal ending. Please hit the thumbs up button to give the video a like, and if you're new around here, well, why not consider subscribing for regular running content. But for now, guys, goodbye.